What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Thursday, November the 14th. Technically still Wednesday night. Kind of getting into the rhythm of doing these videos a little bit earlier. Probably won't last long, but wanted to get this done because we are going to go live tomorrow. And usually Thursday's time is 10 a.m. We're going to actually start the stream probably about 10 minutes early. That way, kind of let everybody get a chance to get in, because at 10 a.m. I want to start the discussion immediately and then run it till about 11:15, because at 11:30 I have to bounce out for a little while and go to a meeting. I know somebody hates hearing that. Go check the comments from yesterday. Somebody thought just because they would send me a very, very poorly written sentence or paragraph of why they didn't like my videos, it was going to make me change it. It's not. They're my videos. I've always done them my way. I'll continue to do them my way. And if people don't like it, don't watch. I'm not trying to be a dick, but just why waste your time? I'm not going to change the way I do things, especially when 90% of the people that watch day in and day out and my paying clients prefer the way that I do it. So yeah. But we're going to be able to do a full recap other than one game. We got one game still going on, but we'll wait till we get to that game and we'll give you a score update. And then we'll recap the outcome of the game during the live show. But everything else appears to be finished other than one game that'll be done in the next 2 minutes. So we'll be able to go over that. So what do we got going on this week? Oh, so during the live show, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do 2 giveaways during the live show. Now, if you watch the archive version of it, it doesn't count. If you can't make the live show, I still want you to go back and watch it. There's going to be a lot of good information, bankroll management, leveraging losses, ROI. I know some people think that they actually know what the definition of ROI is, but all of their former customers can attest that they don't. And then I've got customers of mine, or so-called customers of mine, that you go on a few bad days and of course they hop right back over the fence and they go there, and people decide they want to put it online. Guys, you don't have to send it to me. I don't care. I really don't. I think everybody knows by now the character of some people versus others. I care about business. I care about money. That's what I care about. I care about making myself money, and doing business and making my clients money. I don't even care about this whole YouTube thing. I just do it because that's the age we live in. That's the world we live in now. And if it wasn't for you guys liking this and it benefiting you guys, I wouldn't be doing it. It certainly doesn't benefit me to do YouTube every day and give out free information. But anyway, that person will be back. They always are. And then when they are, I'll let them know, hey, we always see everything. So don't talk shit about me and then expect me to do anything for you in the future, because, I'm not petty. I'll forgive you, but I ain't going to forget it. So don't expect anything from me. But I'm not, no need to send me stuff, guys. Because I don't care. I really don't. I'm not going to stoop to that level. I never have. I never will. I'm not a 16-year-old little girl. And, I have daughters. I don't have a son. I have daughters. I'm married. I live in a house full of women. I damn sure ain't trying to be one. So it is what it is, man. It just gets old, What's funny is a mentor of mine always told me, he said, when you reach a certain level of success, he said, you'll have just as many people hating on you as you do supporting you. Your haters are always going to be just as valuable as your supporters. But what you need to realize is, don't ever stoop to their level, because you do not want to be in the sinkhole when they start to sink, because they will. And he said, and if you ever hate on anybody for any reason, even if they deserve it, you'll sink too. So, like I said, I'm not going to stoop to that level. I don't want to. That's not me. That's not my personality. And I'm not a girl. I'm not into high school drama. If somebody needs to get on YouTube and, run their mouth, everybody will become an adult one day. So anyway, let's get into a recap. But anyway, back to the live show. The only way you can be entered is to actually be involved in the live show, because we're going to do the giveaways there, giving away 2 packages. We're going to give away a 7-day package that we did not get to do the other day, but we just got so wrapped up in discussion that I completely forgot about it. So we are going to do that. And then what we're going to do is during the live show, I am going to offer anyone who buys a week package. So we're going to give away the week package first, and then after that, anybody that wants to go in and buy a week package, then you'll be immediately entered to win, or to have it upgraded from a week to a month. So to get 3 weeks for free, I'm going to give away 1, if not 2 of those. It really depends on how many people we have. May give away 3. But if you're already on, a current package or something, you can still buy the 7-day, and it'll just start whenever your other one expires. But you will be entered to have that upgraded from 7 days to 30 days. And it will be announced and done, the extension and everything, during that live show. So we're going to start the show with that. So make sure you are tuned in. And before the show's over, everybody will be announced. All of the stuff will be given away. So it'll be fun. And we're also going to do a free play there as well, besides what I give you here. So let's get on a recap. Free play, Charlotte Hornets money line minus $1.15. I don't know if anybody watched the game. I did. It was actually a pretty decent game. I feel bad for Charlotte, man. I really do. Like I said yesterday in the video, are they a good team? No. Is Memphis a good team? No. But Charlotte does have a lot of fundamental skills. They are a fundamental basketball team. If anybody watched the game tonight and they have not watched Charlotte in the past, you should have been able to see that they are a very fundamental basketball team. They're very calm-natured. They don't, they're not drama queens. They're not, your Westbrooks and your Hardens and, your Draymonds. So they're a fun team to watch. They had made mistakes throughout the game. You would see them go down by 8 points, 9 points, 10 points, and then they'd always climb out of that and not only come back and tie it up, but then they would take the lead, and they would take the lead by 2, 3, 4, and then they even at one time got into double digits. So a really good back and forth game. Now, once we got into the latter part of it, Memphis came back, and it was really, Memphis went on it was like a 10-0 run or something like that to get the game back close, and Charlotte was playing terrible defense at the time. But then as Charlotte, started to come back and go back to tie it up, there was one play during that game that very well could have decided the outcome. And it was Charlotte on, I don't really want to call it a fast break because they didn't, they weren't ahead of their defenders, but driving in, going up for a layup, had 2 defenders on him, and from where you were viewing it on TV, you couldn't really tell, but you knew there was body contact there. Even, Del Curry was like, okay, that looked like a foul, but nothing was called. We'll have to watch a replay. Well, the particular player never, ever gets hyped up. He's real quiet, reserved, calm-mannered, and he was losing it. And he goes, you don't ever see him do this, so something had to go on. And they go to a replay, and they say, let's see if he has anything to complain about. Both defenders physically took his arms and slapped him down. It was a foul. Not only did he not get to go to the foul line for that, which would inevitably have been, 2 shots, we got to, think that based on his percentage, he would have scored at least 1 bucket. But then that turned into, it wasn't truly a fast break, but it was being able to run down the court with no defenders faster than Memphis does, stop right there, wide open 3, and they made it. That was a 5-point shift, just like that. Well, the game was decided by 2 points. A drive-in, layup, double defended, made to go up by 2 by Memphis with 0.7 seconds left. Buzzer beater 3-pointer missed by Charlotte, which would have inevitably won the game by a single point. if we would have gone back and that play would have been called a foul, so you take that three-pointer away that they got, as well as you would have assumed that he would have gotten at least one of those free throws, if not both, I think we could have seen the Charlotte win. So we lost the game. That was our free play. That was my biggest and my favorite NBA play of the day. But I feel worse for Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't have the benefit that we have, where we have other things going on where we can still turn a bad thing into a good day. I feel bad for them. It sucks. They worked hard in that game, but they lost it. But it was a bucket, one bucket away from going from a loss to a win. Same thing happened with the Boston Celtics. We had them at 8. They won by 7. There were times in this game where they were up well into double digits. I don't understand why they quit playing defense with 4 minutes to go, but they did. Now, again, I don't feel bad for Boston. Obviously, Boston won. But had they lost this game outright, I wouldn't have felt bad for them because they quit playing defense. Now, somebody already sent me an email and said, you suck. Your NBA's garbage. And I was like, well, yeah, you're the same guy that was on my NBA yesterday when we went 3-0. And I said, did you watch either of these games? And he said, nope, don't need to. I said, oh, okay, awesome. Well, then don't say that I suck when we were one bucket away on each game, one for each team, that they would have been wins and you wouldn't be sending this email. And I said, and you didn't even watch it, because if you'd have watched the Charlotte game, you wouldn't be saying I suck. You'd have said Charlotte got screwed, because I've gotten about 15 text messages saying, I can't believe Charlotte got fucked. Almost verbatim, excuse my French. So, but anyway, same person also, because of my third NBA play today, was the Clippers and the Rockets under 234. He said, how are you going to take the highest scoring team and the highest scoring player in the NBA and go under when you know this game is going to go over? I said, it's not. It's not even going to come close. I said, it wouldn't surprise me if it was 30 points away. I said, you're falling into a trap, dude. And he said, no. He said, you just don't know what you're doing. Leave the NBA to me. I guess I'll just have to wait on you to figure it out. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys know, if that's the type of person you are, don't send me emails. You're wasting your time, and eventually you're going to push me to a certain limit where I'm going to make you blush. But most of my clients are good people. But it's like, don't send me those emails, because then at the end of it, again, it went so far under, I think it surprised even the people that thought it would go under. You think he's sending me another email now? No. Anyway, we have one NHL play tonight, Calgary Flames. Let's check the score on that one. Calgary is down 1-0. Hold on, that don't seem right. There should be more time gone than that. Down 2-1 right now. Third period. So there's still 10 minutes to go. So probably not going to recap that one tonight. So we'll redo that one in the live show. Even if it were to lose, we're still over 71% in the NHL, 90% on NHL top plays. So certainly not worried there. So now let's get into college basketball, where we swept the board on premium plays. Did not have a top play in college basketball. Ohio State -1 was a blowout. Vermont -12, easy winner. Cornell +3. They ended up losing by 1, so a cover and a win there. Louisville -20, nice winner there. Texas Tech -24, easy winner there. San Diego State -12, nice easy winner there for a 6-0 clean sweep in the NCAA premiums. So that sucks, man. I mean, that puts us at 7-2 on the day right now. So a profitable day, nonetheless. But one bucket from two teams, and we'd be a clean 9-0 right now. That eats at me. I would have rather just lost by a mile to say we're just 7-2 than to know that we're one shot away from two teams from being 9-0. That eats at me. I don't like that. But even if Calgary were to fall, we're going to profit, which, again, it's not always about just wins and losses. The record's going to be great no matter what as far as wins and losses. But it's about turning profit, and turning profit we did again. So let's get into a free play. Only other promos. NASCAR, $20, like I said, final race of the season this Sunday. Swept the board again this past Sunday with another outright race winner. 2 head-to-heads, one being a top play, won both of those. So usually the race card's $40. You can get this one for $20. You can buy it now if you'd like. And the card will be posted this weekend. You will get an email when it is. And come enjoy him. If you've never been with him, guys, have never done his NASCAR, try it out for this Sunday. I'm telling you, it will amaze you. And you will be ready to jump on and be a season-long client come next year, which starts in February. There's a very short break. He's picking up season-long clients quicker than I started picking up baseball clients when I became public with all this. You know, I was picking up baseball clients weekly. They go in, they buy a week or a weekend or whatever. They buy a month. They'd be a week into it and go, can you just, you know, go ahead and let me pay the difference and buy the rest of the season? Okay, sure. And I was picking them up hand over fist. He's done that with NASCAR. People buy one race card and are amazed by it, maybe 2, and then they're seasonal clients. So don't miss out. There's only one more to get it. See what it's about. If you've never tried it, it's $20. Go ahead, try it, get involved, and I promise you, you will be a customer of his next year. So we got that. Honestly, I think that's all we got. I may run something tomorrow for 3 days, maybe. But if you want the chance to win a free week or to buy a free week and get it upgraded to a month, just tune into a live show tomorrow. And if you, just in case we don't start right at 10 and we go before or after, if you're not subscribed to me, subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way it'll pop up as soon as I do go live and you don't miss anything. Because again, it's going to be for people that are in that live chat. And if you come late or you have to watch it archived, you won't have that chance. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Let's go back to the NBA. And no, you know what? I want to do the NFL, and there's just something not right about this. So Pittsburgh's coming off a win. Pittsburgh has gone from, in the media, they're being talked about as a playoff team now. They were being talked about as a lost cause 2 weeks ago. Now they're playoff material. These people just can't make their minds up. You know, Tom Brady's old and washed up, but yet he still wins everything. Lamar Jackson is the second coming of Christ, just like Patrick Mahomes was. Kansas City's overrated. The next week they're Super Bowl contenders. The next week they're overrated. These people don't know what the hell they're talking about. They only go off of what happens right now. Kind of like in this industry. You can win 10 days in a row, you lose 1, and you suck. So, but we've got a primetime game Thursday night. Obviously, we're still dealing with backup quarterback situations with Pittsburgh. We're still dealing with, which I think the biggest issue is Baker Mayfield not utilizing Odell Beckham Jr. Now, I understand when you talk about a true quarterback, and Baker is one. Baker is a true quarterback. He could be your next style quarterback that you have with like Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees and Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's that good, but I'm saying he's a true quarterback. He's not a Deshaun Watson. He's not a Lamar Jackson. He's not a Russell Wilson, which hats off to Russell Wilson. I think he's MVP. But he's not those guys. He is a true quarterback. He plays the position. So I understand that they have to, you know, a quarterback has to trust their receivers, their running backs. If they don't trust them, they don't feel comfortable with them, they're not going to utilize them. I get it. But you're talking about one of the most talented offensive players in the game. Whether you trust him or not, give him a shot, start utilizing, because the only way to do it, the only way you're going to trust him, the only way you're going to get comfortable with him is to use him. That's one thing that Tom Brady has always excelled at. Even if it's a new guy in the mix, he's going to use them. Win, lose, draw, fail, succeed, he's going to use them and to see, are you going to fit or are you not going to fit? I'll take the blame if you don't, but I got to use you. And in practice ain't going to cut it. We got to see what you can do under the bright lights when it counts. Baker's going to have to do that. So, with the way Cleveland has played this year, and with the way Pittsburgh's come back the past couple of weeks, and now they're getting all this hype, I think the odds makers are trying to tell you something here. Cleveland opened up a 2.5-point favorite. Now they're at 3. Odds makers are telling you that these teams are deadlocked even. They're getting 2.5 to 3 points because of home field prime time. I get it. And I agree and disagree at the same time. I agree that the way the teams are playing and where they are at this very moment in time, they're even. Even though Pittsburgh's 5-4 and Cleveland's 3-6. Talent-wise, Cleveland's a better team. I mean, you've got one of the smoothest running backs, one of the best receivers, and a stud of a quarterback if he could just get his head out of his ass. Now, your coach is terrible. Coaching-wise, Tomlin is on another planet than that freaking, nard muncher they've got over in Cleveland. Oh, my God. Who hires him? But I think the odds makers are trying to tell us something here. And I think they're trying to tell you that eventually Cleveland's going to have to beat Cleveland of last year because they have the talent to do so. Hell, they've got more. Primetime, Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham Jr., the Steelers coming off of that big win. Cleveland coming off of a win that wasn't necessarily big, but it was a win nonetheless. Both of these teams are, got the same amount of rest. One thing is Cleveland hasn't had to travel, but, Pittsburgh and Cleveland, they're like an hour and a half apart. I mean, it's nothing. It's a car ride. Prime time at home, field goal or less, I got to roll with Cleveland. And what I truly believe in the bottom of my heart is the better team. It's just, can they play like the better team? They've been the more talented team in a lot of situations this year, guys. A lot. They just haven't played like it. They haven't utilized things. They haven't capitalized. So if they can do that tonight, tonight, they'll do it. And I think they'll win by a touchdown plus. If they don't, I think they get beat by double digits. I'm going to have to roll with it. Now, I'm not going to lay 3. I wouldn't lay 3 in any situation. I'm going to buy it down to 2.5. In my opinion, I think money's going to come in on the Steelers. But here's the thing. If you look at money, based on the reports that I'm seeing, we've got, and I'll double check this email that I just got. Money-wise, because the majority of bets are most certainly on Pittsburgh. Pitt's getting 79% of the tickets written at William Hill Properties right now, and 56% of the money at William Hill Properties. And this is every William Hill property, online, everything, all rolled into one. Cleveland's getting 56% of the money. Well over 60% of the bets are coming in on Pittsburgh. But yet, with the number of bets, you would think they would adjust that. But the odds makers are doing the right thing. They're bumping that half point to Cleveland based on money. That's the way it should be done. But I do feel like we're going to get a lot more tickets on Pittsburgh, especially, into the afternoon hours of tomorrow. So this would be my recommendation for you if you're not going to bet it right now. Wait till afternoon tomorrow. Check it. If you can get it 2.5, jump all over it. If come 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're still seeing 3, go ahead and buy it down. Don't risk it jumping to 3.5. And then, only being able to buy it down to 3 and be able to push. You want to get 2.5 on this game. At 3, it would be a lean at best. At 2.5, I'm going to play the Cleveland Browns. That's your free play. Sorry for the long video and whoever it's going to piss off. Oh, well. But yeah, that's it. So, great day in college basketball. 2 shots away from being another sweep in the NBA. That's still eating at me. But another profitable day. That's what we do. So, getting geared up for a big weekend. The play of the year, people keep asking about the NFL. The situation's there. But I got to look at final practice report, number 1. That way there's not some suspicious injury that pops up like the Matthew Stafford one. He's been nursing this industry since last season, guys. It's a back injury. It's pretty serious, too. And they're just now doing something about it. And, Matthew Stafford goes from, last Sunday playing, or the last game playing, questionable on Thursday, doubtful on Sunday, and then at game time, they're like, oh, yeah, this fucker's basically got a broke back. So, got to make sure nothing like that pops up before I go out there and hammer it, because, I know that with having a play of the year, it's going to cause a lot of attention, a lot of attraction. A lot of people are going to be on this play, and on stuff like that, I've got to make sure that it is 100% what I want it to be, without a shadow of a doubt, without a second thought. So the final decision will be made by midnight on Thursday night. If I do pull the trigger, I will have the write-up done overnight on Thursday, so you can start buying it on Friday, so that way you don't have to risk any type of line movement. It will be announced via social media, YouTube, and if you are a member on my site and get my emails, you also be getting an email saying that it is ready. If I do have it and you are wanting it, I would recommend buying it early versus waiting until Sunday, because in the NFL, especially the way things have gone the last 3 weeks, inevitably the line will move at some point. It could be in our favor, but it also could not be. And I don't want that to happen for you if we do have it. So be on the lookout for that. If we do have it, I am going to discount it. It will not be $150 or $200 like a normal play of the year is. I'm going to do it for an even 100, and I'm going to put a 7-day guarantee on it. So that way there's very minimal risk. And there's no reason, if God forbid it were to lose, and like I said, we've only lost one game of the year ever in anything, and I'm not going to make it 2. But if, God forbid it were, you're going to get 7 days of all premium and top plays for free in all sports. So you're basically going to be getting a $99 package if it were to lose anyway, so we can recoup that loss and then turn you a profit no matter what. But we don't have to worry about that. Let's not even talk about it, because if we have it, it's going to win. I just want to let everybody know that, so that way, if God forbid it were to lose, you're not doing yourself any favors by sending me an email. It's time to grind, get back at it, because either way, you purchase this one way or another, you're making money off of that purchase. That is a 100% guarantee. Love you guys. See you back for, I'll see you back Friday for a free play, but I will see you tomorrow for the live show. Love you guys.